What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Tyler Creates YouTube channel. Hope you all are having a blessed day. Today, figured I'd just do a quick, simple video on this. So I figured I'd show you guys 1977 F250 non-AC, how to remove the heater core slash lower air duct assembly. We're just gonna jump right into it. It's pretty simple stuff, nothing super crazy. So this right here is actually how it will sit in the truck up under the dash. Here you have your blower motor right here, spins. This thing, if you're ever wondering, can only come out via taking this plate off back here. If you do go to reseal all of this stuff, you want to make sure here, and it was too thick, stuff's pretty thick stuff, so you can get thinner, super cheap at your hardware stores, and it works really good. As you can see, I was able to completely reseal the surrounding area. I was able to cut it and make bends with it. But the heater core sits in here, sitting at this angle. This is for a non-AC truck. AC trucks, I don't know how you would take it out. AC truck has a completely different design. These two ports actually come, the heater core sitting in here a long ways, they actually come straight out of the heater core. So nevertheless, the heater core is here, and your blower motor's here, and that's how your blower motor's held in. One directly behind the engine, right above the fuel pressure sensor, and then two that are also these guys here, one there and one below. I'll take you guys out to the truck here in just a second, but I kind of want to talk about this. You will need to disconnect these here and here. There's little screws that hold these on here and right here. And you will want to take this guy off. It's really easy to take this whole piece just out. So what you do is you'll take a flathead and actually pop this off. It's two pieces. This is a two-piece. So the middle pushes in and expands the little plastic. So you just pull it out with a little flathead screwdriver. No need to bust them or anything. I did have to super glue one of these tabs back on. They came loose. But this right here is going to be one of your vent controls here. It's gonna rotate. Well, maybe rotate. It doesn't want to rotate right now all of a sudden. This one does rotate. I believe this directs between I'm actually not sure what that would direct between feet and, oh, it would be feet and like defrost. This one here is a little sticky. It wants to get stuck in this down position. So that directs air. I'm not quite sure how that directs air. I think that just directs fresh air below the heater core, because there's an area under here, as you can kind of see, which is, I'm not sure why this here is discolored. Probably might have got hot or something. This was full of stuff in here. It had stuff built up, so you definitely want to clean that out. I just took some simple green cleaner, scrubbed the outside of it. It's very simple. I also took Scotch-Brite and cleaned all the metal surfaces here. This one right here will sit directly behind the engine bay. As I said, we'll go in there in just a second. You also want to get this. This provides a seal from the firewall to this, otherwise there would be a gap. You'll want to take this guy off here before you take it out in truck. As you're looking at it, this is in the truck mounted like so. In the vehicle, it sits on there like this. Going to the fresh air. Now is actually a great time to clean this out on the fender wall. We'll go look at that here in a second. They get packed with leaves, they stink, they decay. The leaves kind of sit in there, so you want to clean that out. There's also a similar deal for this on the driver's side. You can clean out as well. They get really packed with leaves and they get gross. And to access these two, I've heard people say you have to take the glove box stuff out. I did take it out. I was very careful with it. I didn't want to ruin it because mine is nice. It's not all jacked up. You really wouldn't have to. If you got a shorty screwdriver, you could get up in here with your hand and take those two out. So it's very simple. You'll take these two out. If you don't take this piece off, it will hit. The dash runs right about through here on the piece. This goes up to defrost. This piece down here, this sits like, let's see, it's been a couple days since I've taken this off here. This will sit like, there we go. This will sit like this on there with that clip there and that one there in those holes. And you don't want to take this off as well, just maybe make it easier. I don't know if that's required to take off, but I took it off. It was very simple. It wasn't missing a screw. I think altogether it's what, 1, two. Yeah, two of them. So the two are here. Altogether, you'll have roughly 11 bolts to take this thing off, varying sizes. The firewall bolts should be 7/16. These guys here, 3 of them. And yeah, it's pretty simple. If you want to take this blower motor out to clean this thing gets pretty disgusting. Mine was like black. You can also replace the blower motor. This is how it sits with the blower motor in the indent. I got it screwed up and got it backwards. You want to take these off. These guys here are going to be, I'm pretty sure, 7/16. Oh, so they are both 7/16. What is this? Oh, okay. So they're all 7/16, and then these guys here are really tiny. These guys here, I believe, 1/4. These little guys, correct? Yeah, 1/4. So those are very small, and I just got those hand tight. You don't want to like really warp the metal or do anything crazy with it. And you can take this apart and clean it as well, or you can buy a new one. Take this apart, just take these bolts off these studs, and this back piece pops off, and there's brushes in there you can clean up and all that. So I have this hardwired in. I gotta make it disconnectable. And on my truck there is no, which is odd, there is no heater shut off, so this basically is a secondary radiator all the time, which I don't know. There's no controls, nothing on the engine. It pipes straight into the engine, so that's weird, but it is what it is. Yeah, so now we're gonna jump into the, and also this thing's fairly, let's see if I can get it. It's kind of awkward, but it is fairly, fairly light to get out. I did have some trouble getting it out. It was just, what had happened is if you have firewall material, insulation, this is getting caught on it, as you'll see here in a second. So just figured I'd show you guys this to kind of give you an idea of how big it is. It's really not a huge piece. And if you had AC, again, I don't know, but we'll head out to the truck now and kind of talk about what you'll need to do to get this out. Alrighty, just so you guys can see now that you've looked at the piece that will be sitting behind this. The blower motor sticks out here and is wired up here. The 2 bolts are here, or they're here and here, and then the third one is over there, the one that I was talking about ripping the firewall material. And the heater core comes out right there and connects to those 2 lines. So we're gonna head inside the truck. Oh. I do have some other things going on, so I just got the dash out. This is the glove box. Mine's in pretty good shape. I don't see a need to really destroy it. Ooh, I hit my head. The area I was talking about that gets leaves is right in there. That's the blower motor right in there where it gets its air from. And that little vent, mixed air or fresh air. You want to disconnect this guy, and there's one up under. Oh, that right there is the bolt. You can see I actually drug it. That sucks, but whatever. You can only do what you do. That's pretty much it. It's not a hard job to do. I think altogether it probably took me just under 30 minutes, 45 minutes, somewhere. Watching the YouTube video, doing it the first time. You want to be careful. When I was cleaning this, I scratched on the ground a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, other than that, pretty simple stuff. Now is a great time to go over it. If you got maybe like a stink coming out your vents, or the truck just smells like a general musk. People don't realize it, but this all adds up. When the entire inside of your air duct looks like that, it's gonna stink. And especially the vent here that collects stuff in the pillar / fender vent area. That gets pretty gross too. I'm also going to seal this up as well, so we get really strong air blowing out. This was very gross. Here's the original right here. The new one's, in my opinion, it's better. I don't know if it's, in my opinion, it's quite a bit better. It's got about twice as many fins. It's got actual rows like a radiator would have. This kind of, I don't really know how this thing, the rows must be down inside there where I can't see them. This has rows that actually are flush, and it of course broke right there and started leaking out of one of these. It's pretty disgusting. You can see it had been leaking for a while as well. So the new one's aluminum. This one is copper, I believe. So the new one will also come with a foam piece that will wrap around from here all the way around up to here, and it'll have a little excess. The reason it has that is if you weren't to put that on, this would just sit in there and flop around. It would not be held in position or in place at all, like zero. It would just be loose in there. So you do want to be careful. This plastic is sharp, but other than that, hopefully this video is helpful. Can't really think of anything else. One last look here. There it is. I hope this video was helpful. I realize I do kind of have it out and I'm not showing you, but it's really simple. Like, it's, you know, like I said, under 20 bolts to get off, under 15 bolts to get off. It's nothing crazy. So, other than that, hopefully this video was helpful. May the Lord watch over you in all your ways in this crazy world. My name's Tyler. This is the Tyler Creates YouTube channel. If you do enjoy this video, drop a like. I don't usually do how-to videos too often anymore. I kind of moved away from them, but because people like chew you out. But figured I'd do this one because it's pretty simple. It's not super hard. So other than that, check out the channel, drop a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. God bless.